Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
There are new places to explore in the monastery. As well as we got 5 kg from the church. And already off the bat, what's going on?
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
Oh, there's a surprise. They will have a heart attack and die from that surprise.
To eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
So, why was he disowned?
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
That's terrible.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
I heard about our mission for this month. So, we are to eradicate thieves in Kingdom territory. I'm sorry for dragging you into the Kingdom's petty squabbles. This should not be your burden to bear, but my own.
Nope. Well, I'm happy to help.
Thank you, Professor. Hearing you say that puts my mind at ease.
Yep. I was wondering why I wasn't talking. Oops.
Your Highness? Ah, it's been ages.
It's been a long time. 2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, Your Highness. You've grown so much in those years. I hardly recognize you.
A friend of yours?
This is Rodrigue, an old friend of my father's. I believe I've mentioned him, if you recall.
Yes, he did.
When my father died 4 years ago, he looked after me as though I were his own son.
Ha ha! You flatter me, Your Highness. It was my honor to care for such a fine young man. It's nice to finally meet you, Professor. My son, Felix, has mentioned you on occasion.
Oh!
What brings you to the monastery, Rodrigue? Is it the thieves plaguing the kingdom?
I'm afraid so. This is not merely a problem for House Gautier, but for everyone. The thieves have set up their headquarters in Fraldarius territory, and are mercilessly pillaging the villagers of that area. You have our full support in stopping those dastards. I thank you for your help, both of you.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess.
The Crest of Flames.
Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Oh, it's somebody's birthday. It's Manuela's birthday. Well, do the tea party. I see no reason not to. Feel like she might be a sweet apple blend.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise? Thank you.
Not gonna lie, I forgot who Manuela was for a moment.
Smells lovely.
Alright, what do I got? Working out for guards. The ideal relationship.
Huh?
Likeable allies, the last battle, gardening mishaps. Likeable allies? Alright, that's 2.
Huh?
Perfect recipe, the opera.
Oh. There's no alcohol in here. It's better if you can sleep without it, but all you have is tea?
I'm sorry. So I got at the moment. Praise?
Oh.
Nope.
Thanks for the treat. Come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Alright. Well, let's get this next week going. Which is what we always do for the first weekend. We're going to go out and explore the monastery. Although, before I do that, anybody... Yes, we do got some people that can take certification exams. And just a reminder, the shops and whatnot will be upgraded. Well, not upgraded. They'll be restocked. So if you bought all of the intermediate seals last month, more of them will show up this month. So I'm just going to buy these just to have them. And yes, I guess it would be the same thing for the armory if there's anything out there that you want, like the steel sword, steel lancers. I mentioned this in the battle. I think I'm gonna get some javelins. I think I'll take 2 javelins and a hand axe. Oh yeah, they got maces as well. Yeah, give me a hand axe. Like a javelin, it is a ranged weapon. It just has it has a lot less accuracy compared to other well. That's a lie, it's the same accuracy as the Iron Axe. But what's the damage? The might of 4 compared to might of 8. So yes, it's not going to be as powerful. Mace is a very good weapon for fighting armored units. Because it's a bludgeoning weapon. It can just really destroy armor. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. No, I think I'm good. And I also have, like, all of this gold and whatnot. Also all these other items. But mostly the gold that's just sitting in my inventory right now. I'm just holding on to, because I'm a hoarder. Shut up. Don't forget to replenish your battalions, so that they can all be ready for battle and whatnot. Maybe look into hiring some new ones, if that's what you're so interested in. And yeah, because actually notice group ice, group lance, lore. Attack the musician foes the outside of the... Okay, no, that's not what I was thinking it was. Alright. Either way, I'm going to quickly save. I highly recommend you do that. Actually... What? I thought I... No, that's right, the thing ended. We'll do all these supports later on. First off, we're going to save before we do the certifications in case any of them fail. Starting off with Ash. Now, he already starts off with the lock touch ability, which I forgot actually opens up doors and chests. For whatever reason, last time I said it was only the doors. Because for whatever reason, I thought steel was for opening chests. So he could become a thief. The issue is that it's more of a sword-based one. I don't remember, and I don't have the information off the top of my head, readily available, between, like, the differences between a thief's level-ups and an archer's level-ups. But I think the bow range +1 honestly might be worth it. His strength actually goes down, comparatively. He already has 12, and he's going down to 11. But he'll be getting 2 extra dexterity, and 2 to his luck. Yeah, for -1 to his strength. Okay. Oh, also +1 to his speed, so that helps out too. And this is a guaranteed success.
Oh, what a relief!
And if he passed, I have a good feeling about these two also passing. So, you can be a priest or mage. And, well, you're set up to be more of a white mage. Again, this could be up to you to decide, like, oh, okay, maybe I want her being a mage, because I believe mages have the higher magic stat, whereas the priest has the higher resistance stats. I'll do a Zif one, just because of the heal and the white magic giving 5 extra health, so... I don't want to be rude and say, like, trying to keep them in their line, or in their lane, but, like, it does make sense to try to keep her as that. Or try to have her specialize in what she is best at. And you can go be a mage. You can't be a dark mage. And I don't think she has fire, so that'll be nice if we'll actually give her the fire spell. If she does have it, then she'll get double. And you got a little extra bonus of luck.
It's all thanks to hard work.
Alright, everyone else has not reached level 10 yet. I could technically do another exam if I so wish to maybe be a thief. Oh yeah, once you actually master a class, I want to say you can just become... Yeah, you can just change over to it, but I believe it's in... That was in... out here. Okay, yeah, you can reclass. So I can go back to being my unique beginner class, and all I lose is the stats that come from my class that I am right now. So you don't have to worry about that, like, okay, like, oh, I maxed out being a mercenary, now I really wish I finished up being a Myrmidon. You don't have to retake the class, you already passed the first time, so, yes. Okay, with all of that finally out of the way, let's explore the Monastery. It's a brand new month, which means people to talk to and new items to be found.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand. Yet, as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
Alright. Quick note. If you happen to have the DLC active for this, there are 2 items that can be found for 2 of the DLC characters. A Nimbus Charm in the Abyss entrance for Constance, and Makeup Blush at the Sauna for Yuri. The Sauna being the thing that's actually newly open to us. This guy is unfortunately nothing new. So let's go show off the sauna, which is right over this way. And you're gonna give us a quest for that. Have you ever been to the sauna?
Hey, I could use a hand.
Professor, have you really never visited the sauna? It's popular with the students, the knights, everyone really. It's a perfect place to relax and wash your worries away. Give it a try. Check out the sauna located between the training grounds and your personal quarters. Talk to the sauna boss to access it. So, this. You can invite someone, just one, to join you in the sauna where you'll both strengthen your bond and improve your physical condition. Relax in the sauna without overheating, and both participants will see improved results in faculty training or instructions that they receive during this moon. There are 2 options that will increase how warm the characters are. Choosing to stay longer will warm the character up a little, while choosing to increase the steam will increase them up by a lot. As they warm up, their gauge will increase, so choose leave to depart the sauna if need be. The gauge fills up as the unit gets warmer. The goal is to reach the black line, which indicates when the unit has become relaxed. If the unit shares a close bond, it is possible that they will both become relaxed and grow even before the gauge reaches the black line. Characters that get too warm in the sun will run the risk of overheating and getting dizzy. If this happens, the visit with the sun will end. Keep a close eye on how warm the characters are to prevent this from happening. If the protagonist leaves the sauna feeling refreshed and the glow about them, they'll see improved results from faculty training or instructions. If both protagonists and the guests are glowing and feeling refreshed, they both will see a bigger improvement in everything. Yes. So the big thing to keep in mind is staying warmed up a little, increasing the steam increases a lot. So you can essentially choose who you want to join with you. And I really don't have anybody in mind, so I am closing my eyes. I am just tapping the down button. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Who did I get? I got to do. Alright. So, let's increase the steam. We can only do this so many times, as you see on the top, just like the usual things. My ball increased by a lot, the dues not so much. Let's increase the steam again. Alright, let's stay a little longer. Yeah, I'm gonna hit mine, and the dew unfortunately is not, it seems. Well, I have warmed up and I'm feeling really good. Unfortunately, if I increase the steam, it might get to dew, but I risk overheating, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave. He can take the heat a lot better than my character could. Oh well, our support at least increased. And you do get some points for that. I can feel my voice drifting away.
I'm glad I asked you.
Alright. Well, the dude won't be getting as great as he could be, but the fact that I at least got the sauna should mean that my teaching skills should at least be a little bit better for this month. Oh, the dude, speak of the devil.
I know Lord Rodrigue. He paid repeated visits to His Highness after the previous king was killed.
Say, I hear that a knight of Seros named Gilbert will be joining us for our mission this moon. He is skilled, which is surely a boon for us. Still, that was not very thoughtful of Lady Rhea.
Do you have a history with him?
No, it's nothing. In any case, you should at least introduce yourself to him before we depart.
I'll do my best to do that.
Is Sylvain's home. It would be nice of you to check on him as well.
I understand. Alright. Well, first off, we got a sword belt fragment. A metal piece of a sword belt that broke due to wear. It probably belongs to someone devoted to training. So, that would belong to Felix. Yuritsa, hello there.
Mercedes.
Huh?
Her face looks familiar.
Alrighty then. Right now we got the House vs. House Lands tournament today if you wish to participate. The reward is an intermediate seal. And Dimitri would be a good opponent for that one. You can see that there is Hilda, Bernadetta, Lawrence, Leone, and Ferdinand participating in this one. So if you're afraid of Ferdinand, you could try to recruit him to, increase your chances. I don't see why not. Let me, again, just save. Because I want to win, god dang it. Dimitri, go! Oh, apparently they got the double. That stinks. Meanwhile, if I have the double, I don't get that ability right off the bat.
Who's next?
Yeah, that was not a good first fight. Bernadetta, you should definitely be able to handle. Oh, a crest activated. Okay. Well, I didn't know she had a crest. That could have definitely gone bad. And I definitely need healing. And unfortunately, Dimitri was good, but just not good enough. So, let's reload. Alright, if Sylvain cannot get this, I don't think we'll be able to get it this week. Oh! Wait, what? I was winning that fight! Oh, that's baloney! That's baloney! I automatically lose? I'll get lost. I thought I would just try this out real quick. Felix might honestly have this. If this, how this looks with Hilda is any indication. Alright, god dang! Felix! His attack power and his speed! Honestly, he's just a very good character, like, all around. Congratulations! Well, that's the enemy CL we got back, and 300 gold. I will take that. So, I guess it is something to keep in mind. Even if someone doesn't have proficiency with a weapon, doesn't mean that they're not going to be good with it. He might not be as good with it, but I mean, his other stats definitely make up for that. Okay, what do we got over this way? Tea of the Saints. Ooh, okay, in Linhort's room. The art of fishing, an exhausted explanation of techniques to encourage fish to bite the bait when they go for the nibble. Who knew there was so much to know about fish? Treatsy on... Treatsy? On freshwater fish. The advanced text explains the ecology and origins of freshwater fish. It delves into the many different schools of thought surrounding the subject without being accessible to the ecology layman. You feel smarter just looking at it. Hello there, Bonadetta?
I'm not secretly eating cake.
I can sense you. I'll take your word for it.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor.
Needle and thread. A needle and a spool of thread. They probably belong to someone who hides away doing needlework. That would be Bonadetta. Literally right next to your bedroom.
I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we got some people down here. Well, we just got one. Oh, Professor Manuela, hopefully your birthday went well.
It's awful. Just awful what happened with the rite of rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again. And so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive.
What?
Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
I will protect them. Sounds like, some people didn't make it. Anyways, what did I get from my harvest last month? Northern folion seeds, carrots, cabbage, root vegetable seeds, and peach currant. How about some flower seeds? I think of angelica seeds and some western fordlin. Hello there, Felix. Why is he in the monastery?
Have you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and relatively tall.
I have.
If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
Cyril, hello there. I've heard all about it.
I heard about the things you did.
Hopefully they were good things.
I'm so glad Lady Ray is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
Aw. We can recruit him. So I did mention this last time, because it didn't seem like we'd likely have the requirements for it. But Catherine could be recruited as early as last the last mission, and Cyril here can be recruited as early as this mission. So how it works is that rather than wanting particular skill and class efficiency, both of them want levels, as well as it will decrease space around friendship. So for Catherine, it is 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, and any level. Cyril wants you, the main character, to be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, or just whatever.
I learned all sorts of things, so I can do as much as possible for Lady Rhea. Cleaning, chopping wood, making feed. Oh, and I'm learning the bow and arrow from Shamir. I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class.
So I shall ask for your assistance.
You betcha. I'm your guy, Professor.
And just like that, we got a new class.
You can't exactly add me to your class or anything.
I got, well, maybe not a new classmate, but someone new to work with. So let me open up my notes. Alright, so Cyril starts off as a commoner with level 3 axe and level 2 bow, alongside with close counter for the bow. He has an ability called Aptitude, making it so that each stat is 20% more likely to increase on level ups. So how he works is that for level ups, health is at a 35, so with Aptitude should be a 55 if I'm correct. Strength should be at, starts off at 20, so it should go up to 40. Magic is at 15, should go up to 35. Dexterity at 40, that should go up to 60. Speed is also 40, going up to 60. Luck is 30, going up to 50. Defense is 10, which should go up to 30. Resistance at 10, going up to 30. Trauma is at 15, going up to 35. So, it's a good skill. Is he worth it, though? I don't know. He's already starting off at level 9, so he's, about on terms of where we are with the rest of the class. So just using Ingrid here as, like, just a base, even though it's probably not a good one. He has a little bit more health, he has less magic, a little more dex, but a little less speed, a little less luck, more defense, a lot less resistance, and less charm, at least comparatively. He does start off with a battalion, and yeah, he has a lot of likes: lances, axes, bows, riding, flying. Doesn't care for magic so much. And considering his magic is lowered at 15, I can kind of understand that. From my understanding, for people playing this, especially on like the higher difficulties, they don't usually go for Cyril. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding of it. But while we're also talking, what about Catherine? Even though she's not here, I said we could recruit her. Catherine, with her level ups, is that HP is at 50, Strength is at 50, Magic at 25, Dex at 40, Speed at 55, Luck at 30, Defense at 30, Resistance at 20, and Charm at 25. So, good chance to get health, good chance to get Strength, decent attack for Dex, good for Speed. She honestly seems like a very good character. High health, high strength, so probably not character that's gonna go down anytime soon. As well as someone that can really lay down a beating, which can sometimes be more of a double-edged sword than anything else. Either way, we'll deal with that if we ever get to recruiting her. Hello there.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... what does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
Good question. Don't have an answer. Alright, where do we find all the way down here at the very end of the dormitory? A portrait of Rhea! A portrait of Rhea made for a believer. It probably belongs to someone with an emotional attachment to Rhea. Well, I don't think I have to even look at my notes for that one. That sounds like Cyril. Hey, so, this yours?
Hey, that's mine. Thanks for finding...
Forgot about the sword fragment. Oops. Is this your sword belt fragment?
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Not a problem. Would you like a whetstone?
Alright.
He's like, okay, that's cool, I guess. How about an owl feather?
Aha, this is nice.
Oh, he really liked that one, alright. Dang, I didn't think he'd like the owl. I thought he would like the whetstone more than the owl feather. Dang. Oh, what do I got over this way? A smithing stone. Oh, Flane! Hello there.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I am certain my brother would disapprove.
What do you have in mind?
Might you help me with a favor?
I cannot believe how poorly maintained the saint statues are. Just look at them. Clutter at their feet as though that is even remotely acceptable. Pick up the objects that are scattered at the ground in front of the saint statues. The saints depicted by these statues are unknown for performing miracles in the past, and they might bless you with their hard work, except this for all the renown we get is going to come in handy, if it's what I think it is. Morning, Gatekeeper!
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
We all make mistakes. An iron welding material. Welding material required for smithing. That sounds like it's needed for a potential side quest. Help me!
I could use your help.
Bandits have overrun my trade route. Please, can you clear them out so that my merchants can reach the monastery? Head to the Magid Way and take down the bandits. New merchants will come to the monastery and sell their wares if they know the area is safe. So that we get some seeds, as well as some battalions, and possibly some more goods. You'll need to go to battle to complete some quest. Choose the battle option on your day off. Yes. And the blacksmith. This isn't enough.
Can you help me out?
I'm one low on supplies. Soon I won't have anything left for forging weapons or making repairs. Sorry to bother with this, but can you fetch me some materials? Find the iron welding material near the marketplace and give it to the blacksmith. Once you do, you'll be able to ask the blacksmith to forge weapons for you.
Knew I could count on you.
How helpful. So, you want me to repair that sword? I'll give you the necessary materials for free just this once. So, this is the last thing that should be available to us.
Hey there.
So, we can repair damaged weapons, or weapons that have taken a bit of a beating. So for example, this sword needs 9. We can see right there. It's going to cost me 3 smithing stones and 390 just to get the uses of this sword back up. If we go over to the convoy, we should have some... Yeah, so like right here, a broken sword, 3 smithing stones, 260, but we'll bring the sword back up to its original potential. So if... Honestly, it's not a bad idea to repair weapons, especially if we get them upgraded, such as if we go to Forge. So, Iron Sword. I can forge this as being an Iron Sword Plus, and that's essentially just what the other sword I got right now. We can also turn it into a Steel Sword. It was going to require smithing stones to do, and it essentially just becomes another Steel Sword, but I want to say it's going to be cheaper that way. I also want to say there are other things as well. They can also turn the rusted into iron. So, the cost of smithing stones is just kind of a cheaper way of getting weapons and whatnot. Mace to Mace Plus. Hand Axe can become a Hand Axe Plus. So, extra durability, extra attack. But can also be converted into something else, but not until my Professor rank goes up. I want to say it's the exact same thing for the Javelin, so we can go for a Javelin Plus or something else. So it's nice that you can actually do that. You get more options available to you as you level your Professor rank up. So it's not a bad idea just to keep that in mind, as well as think about what you got and what you want. Either way, yeah, let's go over this way, because I see you.
Wow, Lord Rodrigue in the flesh. What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
He just isn't interested, I guess. I guess bad blood. Curry Comb. A comb decorated with Pegasi for use of grooming horses. It belongs to someone who cares for horses. That would belong to Ingrid.
No.
Hello there.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Professor, the pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
So, this guy cannot be recruited at all. So, yes, we can do faculty training. Oh, yeah, they're right. Because I'm refreshed, I get some extra experience for all this. Spears, axes, heavy armor riding, not bad. We have gifts and items and whatnot. I don't know of a reason why, considering he cannot be recruited, but I guess if you don't know that, you might try to do that to get him to join you, but oh well. Hello there.
I have heard that someone from House Gautier, one of the Kingdom of Fargus's noble families, is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Hey there, Professor.
What are you doing here?
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword. If you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it?
Sorry, but no, it's not. Oh shoot, how did I miss this? Feather pillow. A pillow stuffed with soft bird feathers belongs to someone who is picky about their bedding. Feather pillow would be Lindhart. Hello there, you two.
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
Hello there, Raphael.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests, or heroes' relics, or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be?
I'm not sure.
Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually...
Yeah, I was about to say.
Aristocrats are fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests. Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
Thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder?
Maybe, maybe not.
What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
What do we got? Encyclopedia of Sweets, a book describing sweet treats from all across Foland. It probably belongs to someone who adores sweets. Well...
though... Hey! That's mine! Thank you for finding...
You are welcome. Oh, hello there. Who's hiding in the corner?
That reminds me. The Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ordelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences. Before House Edmund, it was House Daphno that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance.
Not possible. Hey, Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away.
I might have seen him.
Who? You saw him by the entrance to the monastery? Thank you, Professor. Father, I found you at last.
Father, oh. Dorothea, hello there.
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it. I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
You and your class were at that fight in the Holy Mausoleum, right? I sincerely hope the holy artifacts are unscathed. I admit I wish I could have been there to see it all, even if it does make me queasy. But I was there too early. I'd gone first thing in the morning. At noon, one of the monks chased me out, saying I'd been there too long. Who were they to decide when I've been somewhere too long?
They might have been part of the thieves. Anyways, is this your feather pillow?
Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding it.
I just hope it's not covered in food. Oh, what do we got back here? Exotic feather. A decorative feather of a rare bird and breed. Probably belongs to someone who used to live there. Well, that would be Petra. Oh. Unused lipstick. Lipstick that would make an ideal gift for a young lady. It probably belongs to someone who likes wooing men. That to me sounds possibly like Hilda. That would be... So what? Oh, who likes wooing women? Sylvain.
Professor, I'm gonna keep training until I can beat you.
Yep. Good luck with that. Petra, I just found a feather I think belongs to you.
I have never had goings to the kingdom's north. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have amazement.
Hey, so... is this yours?
I had lost the place of this.
Hello there.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, they say it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
You guess as good as mine. Thomas!
The head of the Western Church holds the title of Bishop. That's not as distinguished as an Archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Is that really him?
That man I walked past earlier, that wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it?
It was.
House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Srang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
Probably, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good at all that.
Professor, have you seen my son perchance? I have need of him.
He went out. I believe he's in his quarters. I don't want to lie, but it was by the request of my own student. However, it is his father. If anything, I do believe he has the right to know.
Is that so? Thank you, Professor. I must ask him not to distract you, Professor, nor His Highness from the matter at hand.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
He can be all yours if you can get your hands on him.
Professor.
Sylvain.
I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Oh, okay. So this yours?
Oh, that's mine. Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Alright, anything to gift ya? Have an owl feather.
Oh, I can really have this?
You can have it, now we don't have to feed you later on.
What the?
Oh, this is finally opened up to us. Now we can finally go down and, well, see the cemetery. Time was worn away the name, which is now illegible. 1139 to 1159. Resting in the warm embrace of cherished memories. Only 20 years old. That's such a shame. Cetus, I've been looking all over for you.
Ah, Professor. Geralt was looking for you.
Oh, where is he?
It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around.
Alright, you have a quest for me. This month only. Wait, oh, you got two of them. A visit to Geralt.
I have something to ask of you.
Geralt is looking for you. I last saw him at his quarters, but if he's not there, simply ask around. Find Geralt to speak with him, alright?
I have something to ask of you.
Instructing your students should always be your foremost priority, but that does not mean you can grow complacent. You must keep up with your own training as well. Taking on more missions and assignments is a good way to keep up your training. Head out onto the battlefield to further hone your skills. I was planning on doing that anyways, but I will do that. And I believe Rhea? Yes.
You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you.
I believe you have a quest.
May I ask a favor of you?
It's not easy to adjust to life here at the monastery. I'm sure that the transition has been less than comfortable for some of your students. Perhaps you can help them? Find 2 students in your assigned house who are struggling with life in the monastery and give them herbs to help alleviate their issues.
May I ask a favor of you?
I understand that you sometimes extend invitations to have tea. I have been so busy lately, but I would deeply enjoy the opportunity to share some tea with you. Invite Rhea to join you for tea. Note that this quest will expend your activity points. Oh. Well, tea of the saints.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
I just wish I had some better tea to give you. So, what do I like to talk about?
Of course.
School uniforms, first crushes, books you've read recently. Alright.
Yes.
Someone you looked up to, fashion, close calls. Someone you look up to.
Of course.
Walking out for cards, dreams of a throne, you seem well.
Of course.
Gonna say, I would hope you not want a
Have you
throne.
grown accustomed to living in the monastery?
Sigh, disagree, praise. What, you want me to sigh or disagree?
How quickly this...
I don't understand. Whatever.
I appreciate your effort.
Whatever. Hello there, Leone.
Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
That would probably be, Catherine. Alright, Professor Henneman, let's look at the crest analyzer real quick. Yeah, we can see our entire crest right there. Crest of flames.
Oh my, the crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! Ha ha ha! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional.
Excitement is understandable.
The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Well, I tried. I need to loosen up a little bit.
Hi.
Hello there.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
The assassination attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am up to my ears in foul news of recent. Speaking of, there's a terrifying rumor swirling around Garreg Mach these days. Apparently, a spirit of death wielding a huge scythe has been kidnapping young maidens. Will the madness never end?
Wow, what is Felix?
Alright, so Ingrid, I believe this is your helm.
Yes, that's
That's mine. Thank you very much.
I could have held on to that till next week or two, but oh well. Catherine!
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
Sedith!
We're back. Ah, the graveyard. Of course I know it. It can be a little hard to find. Would you like me to show you where it is?
Please.
Very well.
You've discerned your whereabouts. You can now view the location on the map. Father!
I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave.
Why is a grave here?
Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you, but she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You have my thanks.
So you found Gerald visiting grave, did you? Interesting. I would not have expected him to know anyone buried here. Still, none of my business, I suppose. So yeah, that's like much later on. Don't even have any ideas about who I'd even want my character to give the ring to. Oh, I got something at the well. Arcane crystal, okay. Hello there, Ash.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato.
Possibly.
What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes? There's going to be a big investigation into the Western Church soon. I wish I could be a part of it. I want to hear for myself why Lenato had to die.
Sorry, buddy. Alright, sorry, I was wondering why you had a crest marker over your head. Yes, here. Herbs for people who can't overcome the feeling of sadness. This will help them feel at ease.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and out here we get, I think this is our last item. An art book. A book about art movements of Fodlan all over the centuries. It belongs to someone who is interested in art. That would be Ignatz. Or as I always call him, Glasses. Alright, let's get this over with. The usual thing we always do.
Hello there.
What's more important is how many do we got today? 3 notes. Even if I find love, I won't be able to live without money. I would like to get married someday, but I refuse to go back to being poor. What should I pursue? You only need money to survive in this world. You'll be fine as long as you have love. Love and money aren't mutually exclusive. Strive for both. Alright. There's someone I just can't seem to beat. What's a quick and easy way to make them give up and say uncle? You could ask them to say it. Quick and easy never works. Have you considered poison? Come on. It's standard practice for a general not to stand on the front lines. What should I do when I see him deliberately ignoring this rule at the risk of his own life? To stay near and protect him. Maybe he just wants to die. The standard practices isn't always a correct practice. Stay near and try to protect him. Nope, standard practice. Okay.
You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church.
located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Huh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Hello there. I have a gift for you. Some calming herbs. For people who can't help but make mistakes, will make them a little calmer and more cheerful.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your effort.
It seems you've done well at fulfilling your duty as a professor. I look forward to watching you blossom here. I also forgot about the other thing. Alright, oops. Let me go to the dining hall real quick. That way I can just get my last activity point out of the way. Well, not a whole lot of people actually want this. But I can take Petra and... How about Professor Manuela? It was her birthday the other day. They both seem to enjoy this.
I would be liking that greatly.
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Okay, I thought I was done, but I completely forgot about one of my own students. We did not see Mercedes, and there's a student over here.
I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Seros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that man is accompanying you on your assignment, you can rest assured that no harm will come to you. To be honest, he kind of reminds me of someone. But no, it must be my imagination, right?
I don't know. Who does he imagine you of? Is that right? Whatever.
Professor, you looked like a natural wielding the sword of the Creator. It's strange though, isn't it? The last owner of the sword was Nemesis, but I thought he didn't have any descendants.
Maybe he had relatives? Either way... Hello there. You've not yet unlocked the statue restoration. The Saint Michael shard is stone shard. It seems to have fallen off the statue. Another shard. Another shard, and another shard.
You helped me so much.
How wonderful! Where the Saint's Drell looks so much better now, perhaps you receive a special blessing for carrying out such an important task. When you complete quest, paralogs, and auxiliary battles, you can earn renown, which can be spent to restore the statues of the 4 saints. As you restore the statues, you'll gain various bonuses to your unit's growth.
Need something?
So, I have 9,000 renown that I could use into these statues. I don't have to put them all into one right now. We can literally mix and match. So if we go to the first one, it can give me some lance skills, some faith, some better experience, class experience +1, divine pulse +1, lance skills, faith, experience, luck and charm, max +5. Here we get axe, authority, experience, flying, divine, axe, authority, experience, strength and speed +5. Sword, reason, experience, writing, divine pulse, swords, reason, experience, and magic dexterity. And the last one is bows, brawling, experience, heavy armor, divine pulse, bow, brawling, experience, defense, and resistance +5. So, divine pulse cost 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. So, I could put... I could divide up my experience right now into just getting myself the divine pulses to give me essentially another 3. I'm gonna say, put it in this. Since I'm a sword user, makes sense to put that.
This one?
Also, the 5% increase in experience earned is also sounds pretty good.
You're all set.
Increase experience earned in battle in the writing skill. Wait, yeah, increase experience earned in the writing skill by 2 when instructing.
This one?
So that's good if I'm using that for other students.
This one?
And yes.
This one?
I think I'm just going to go with the idea that I have of just going for the extra divine pulses. Also, I believe that statue now went to bronze. Yes, so it looks like it goes to, like, stone to bronze, probably the steel, and blah, 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 blah. Alright, so there we go. I just got myself another 3 divine pulses, meaning that
See you again.
should the worst come to worst, I have even more ways to prevent any of that happening from battle. And I believe with that, we are done with this endgame day for the most part, which just means all I got left to do is just go over the supports, and it seems like I have 2 of them out here in the monastery. So, let's get these out of the way. It appears that Ingrid is, doing something. What is Ingrid doing?
That's the 3rd time this month. Well, that's that. Father never relents. Oh, Professor. Hello. Did you need something?
Is something the matter? Were you just hiding something right now? What were you doing?
Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean after all. You'd do well to remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind, or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way.
Could you help me tidy my room? Are you the thrifty type? What?
Does that surprise you? Perhaps it seems ill-befitting someone of noble birth to care about such things. Despite my family's nobility, we've never been particularly wealthy. So my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose.
Sounds like a good father. It's a fine example. Yeah, sounds like a good father.
Yes, he's a good person. Even when managing our territory used up most of our family's resources, he still went out of his way to ensure my comfort.
What was it that you just threw away, anyways?
Oh, just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance. So I tossed it. No need to hang on to inconsequential things, you know.
I'm guessing he's asking if she's getting married or something like that.
Particular reason? I hope Sylvain and Felix aren't getting into trouble as they tend to do.
I wanted to talk with you.
Oh, well, if there's nothing important, I'll be on my way then. I still have some cleaning to take care of, after all. Talk to you later, Professor.
Alright, what do we got going on over here? Manuela's doing something.
Oh, settle down and stop with the knocking. I'll be there in 2 shakes.
I would like a word.
Oh, dear. Professor? Is that you? Just a moment. Oh, what should I do? I can't open the door in this state. Manuela, you simply must quit oversleeping. Hold on. Where are my clothes? I can't even find my... Where in blazes is my underwear? Oh, what is my dressing robe belt caught on? I can't tie this properly. It's not even covering... Oh, Manuela. This will have to do.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just hold on a moment. Hello. Sorry to have kept you waiting. So, what do you want?
What were you doing?
Excuse me? You had a reason for coming here, I assume. I've put a lot of time and effort into making it possible to talk with you, you know.
Sorry.
Now, you've done nothing wrong. Let's just say I'm not having a good day. Actually, I didn't have a good night. Never mind. What did you want, anyway?
I have a message from a knight.
You heard from him? The fellow from last night? Huh. What did he have to say?
He said, we will never go out together again.
Yeah, figures. Kind of saw it coming, actually. That's why I came back to my room and went to bed. To get over it. Thank you for checking in on me. Was that all you wanted? Well then, good night.
Sleep well. Alright, with that, I am... Well, that's a lie. Forgot all about instructing my students. Oh well. Alright, who's first on the chopping block? We could go for Cyril. See what he's up to. Oh yes, we can also see the Saints and how they come into play a little bit. It's only a +1 to whatever, but hey, it's better than nothing. Cyril, if you even use him. I'm trying to think, I should still have that up. Dex of 40, speed of 40, defense of 10, resistance of 10. So I don't know, maybe heavy armor might not be a bad one. Main thing is that he's mostly dex and speed, with everything else being ugh. So I can definitely see why a lot of people probably don't rely on him too much. I guess he isn't as interested in axes and bows. But again, I could definitely see brawling being not a bad one either. And you don't have any interest in anything, so... I think I might not worry about Cyril for the... Well... I'll use Cyril in the next playthrough, but I probably won't worry about him on this playthrough. As for you... I really don't even know what I want to do. Get some horseback riding skill.
I appreciate... I'm certain...
And some flying, because why not? Sylvain. What have you on? I have you with axes, that's right. Why not? Let's see if we can get you some extra axe skill just to be safe. Alright, Ash. Just gonna be focusing on your bow skills. Get that up to C+ rank. Well, I know he's gonna be like S rank in bows. Jedi!
There's so much...
Alright, Felix. What did he get? A budding town has been unlocked? The student now excels at the reason skill. He learned Black Matter Crit +10.
Power that I could use.
Oh yeah, his entire thing turned around. That could be good. I believe one of the classes is as a combination of magic and might, so... That's cool, seeing it go from a negative to a positive like that.
I can do better.
Although, how well that'll work out will be... Well, we'll have to wait and see. Alright, to do. I've been heavily going to brawling a lot, which has been working out very well, I would say. Let's play in some heavy armor class.
No.
Alright, as for the goal this week... Oh no, not goal. As for the group assignment... How about we go for weeding with... Dew and Cyril? Sure, why not? And let's electrip again.
I have a question.
What's up? Lectures about strategy or reason require so much focus that I end up absolutely famished. But if I go to class after a big meal, I can't help but get sleepy. Bring along a snack just in case. If you're sleepy, maybe you should get some sleep. Just do your best to come. Bring a snack just in case.
What a wonderful idea.
Oh, I'm so close to the next rank. You want to go from sword and bow to focus on the sword skill to excel the sword fighting class. I can't really make great recommendations on goods when I don't quite understand their inherent value. I'd like to better understand swords so I can better sell them. Focusing on my skill with the blade seems the best way. Alright. Sounds good to me.
Let's give it a try.
I am a little uneasy.
We didn't do too bad, did we?
Sounds like you did pretty good. Perfect, even. And alright, a new week begins. And we're only gonna get another... Yeah, short month. We're only get, Go back. We only get this, this day to go out and this day to do, lessons. I'm assuming that we're still gonna go out to the, be able to do something next week. We just won't be able to actually have a lecture before going out on our mission. Either way, I'm calling it quits here. I will be showing off the supports, but either way, I am Jog signing off, so until next time, we will definitely be doing the battle. We'll be doing the auxiliary battle of the Battle of the Plains. Rout the bandits who appeared in the plains, so we can get them out of the way. Or we could also do... Wait. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking auxiliary means now. We have two quests. We can either do the one for Cetus or the one for the merchant. Clearing the way or maintaining your training. Or we might go to explore the monastery again. Actually, I think next time I'm going to explore this monastery and then do battle. If I'm lucky, we'll be able to do 2 battles in one in-game week rather than having them divided up. Either way, let's just end things off with the supports. I am Jog signing off. So long, farewell, and have a good one. Apparently I got another support. Oh, it's Rhea. That'll be interesting. Later.
To do, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah?
Yes.
Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain.
Yeah?
You are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Duscur. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Duscur people are innocent.
You do?
Fargus and Duscur have been friendly since, heck, forever. So why would our old friends from Duscur just up and assassinate our king? It doesn't make sense. Sure, there are probably folks from Duscur who don't like Fargus. But do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king and his whole company of elite guards?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy in skill and number.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Duscur conspiring with someone else who had plans to dethrone the king. Maybe they were even lured into participating and used as scapegoats. Regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. A person can't be judged by the worst of their kind. Or where would any of us be? Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face. What did I say?
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression you only cared about women.
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that misunderstanding. But really, there's no way I'm the only person who figured all that out. There must be people who think like me in Verdiat, including His Highness.
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as traitorous assassins.
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy to clear the air. Not without solid evidence of the truth. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, those negative sentiments wouldn't disappear overnight. The only thing that can change that is time and effort. Depressing, isn't it?
Time and effort. Yes, I believe you're right.
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten things up with a nice cooking lesson?
Very well. Are you injured?
No.
Good.
I'd have cut my way through, alone, without your assistance.
My apologies.
Your apologies are empty. I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry, Dedu. His Highness has put his faith in you. You're a valuable comrade, no matter my feelings. The people of Dusker...
Save your breath. There were countless people like you in the capital. People who spat, threw things, insults and stones alike, whenever they pleased. Their anger was natural. I do not begrudge them.
I see.
You owe me no apology, and I will keep my distance on all other occasions. But on the field of battle, allow me to aid you. If you were to fall, His Highness would grieve.
I see. Then I will accept your help on the battlefield.
Understood.
Today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tum. Oh, this mountain of sweets and treats that I long to eat. Oh, stacks of steaks and cakes and crumbs and yums.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Felix, you weren't listening, were you?
I heard enough to know that you're hungry.
No, I mean, well, yes. At least tell me you didn't see the dance.
You have nice footwork. Get something to eat. I can take over watering the plants.
You're evil, Felix!
And you're shouting.
You can't just spy on people while they're singing without even saying anything! It's not right!
I actually did call out that I was coming in. It's not my fault you didn't hear.
Well, you need to speak louder then! Ugh, this is so embarrassing. And of course I was singing some silly food song I made up. I should have been singing about bears or swamp beasties.
I didn't realize there were songs about bears and swamp beasties. That food song seemed to be close to your heart. Your stomach isn't far from your heart, after all.
Oh, you are the worst!
Huh. What was that about? I better water these plants. Wouldn't want them to get thirsty, or they might start singing too.
Hey, Annette. Hitting the magic books again? Has anyone ever told you that you're pretty cute when you're studying?
Sorry, Sylvain, but I'm trying to think right now. Could you keep quiet for a bit?
How can you stay focused reading a book that thick? With such small print? Is some of that text upside down?
If I use the formula in this line here, the magical energy should... No, that's not right.
You're even cuter when you're working through a difficult problem.
Sylvain, I'm serious. Please be quiet.
Hang on. Look at the third line. You've got the formula wrong.
I said be... Oh, you're right. How did you know that?
Well, I mean, it's written right there.
Most people wouldn't be able to grasp this formula just by glancing at it. Have you read this book before?
Nope, this is the first time. Okay, now that I look at it... Wow, this book makes things way more complicated than they need to be.
And what's your take on this part here?
It's just describing another application for the same formula. Ha! This is pretty easy.
You know, you're actually kind of amazing. I've been studying magic for a while now, but even I have trouble with this stuff. You act like all you do is mess around, but are you actually working really hard in secret?
Nah, hanging out with girls is way more fun. I guess I just picked this stuff up somewhere. Life is short, Annette. If you waste it working hard, it'll be over before you know it. Get out in the world. Have some fun.
That's easy for you to say. You're strong and smart without even trying. It's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, I was just thinking you're pretty cute when you're sulking. You know that?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, I just got lucky with that stuff in the book. I'd normally never be able to outsmart you. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here and leave you to it.
Got lucky, huh? I'm not so sure about that. Well, that does it. It might be tough, but I won't accept second place. Let's go, me. I can do this. I'm gonna finish this whole book before sundown.